Time to fly, time to fly. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand up.
Hello friends, and welcome again to another Street Fighter Duel video.
Okay, legends, welcome back to Street Fighter Duel, and this time we're talking about Luke. Now on Global he got released, and there's a lot of speculations, a lot of talks about he's useless, he's good, he's bad, he's not the good carry, he's not a debuffer, he's not... I'm gonna put all of that to test, and I'm gonna show you proof how Luke is good, where do you use him, and what is he used for. Many people think that he's a good carry for your lineups or for your everything. He's not a carry. He's not a carry at all. Actually, he's a failure of a carry. But as for a balanced character, he does a lot of damage, which is really good and helps him out. Now, he's mainly catered to PvP. Yeah, believe it or not, you're gonna tell me, but oh, because damage immunities, but everybody bypasses damage immunity. Not everybody, but a lot of units. That's right, but you can use him on a lineup with the same characters that bypasses immunity. I got a comment on my video, on my last video, and thank you for the comment. He was telling me that Overlord Bison, Visconti Vega are better than him as a carry. I don't think he does the same. Maybe he does better than Oni. I told him no, he doesn't do better than Oni, not Visconti Vega, not anybody. He's not catered to carrying. Anything about him, if you're free to play and you want one copy of him or you want multiple copies of him but you can't max him out, the only important thing about him is his C2, and that's it. There's nothing else good about him except his C2, and you can play him from tag position because he's gonna go and reduce the target's damage reduction by 24% for 15 seconds, which is absolutely perfect. 15 seconds is a lot of time, especially with units that needs a lot of time to deal damage. Let's say Dalsum. I tested him on a Dalsum lineup, and I'm gonna show you the lineup with and without him, how he maximizes damage. He gives you 1 billion more damage. Dalsum didn't do 1 billion more damage without him. With him, he did, which is absolutely perfect for a video to show you how good he is. Now, what is he used for? He is perfect if you get him to 6 or 3 out of 6 at least, because he will deal 100% increased damage to targets that have damage immunity. Now, we tested him on... Oh, I didn't capture it, I couldn't do that, but I will tell you the point of it, because you're smart, you're gonna understand what I'm saying. So I use him on a Visconti Vega lineup. So Visconti Vega, I use him on an SEA, on USA server, which is Crunchyroll, not my server here. So we started with Visconti Vega. Visconti Vega hit an enemy Bison. Now, enemy Bison didn't die immediately from his hit. Now, I dropped the C1 from tag position of Suitable. Suitable with his auto attacks using his C1 managed to hit Bison with a fatal damage, but we can't kill him with Suitable. We need to kill him with Visconti Vega to bypass immunities. So Bison started exploding. What I did next is use the C2 of Luke, and Luke immediately killed Bison through the immunity, through the explosion, which is absolutely perfect. And we know how the game sometimes gets bugged, and when Bison is exploding, even to an enemy that bypasses immunity, that doesn't happen. But because he's coded to deal even extra damage, and Bison was at almost 1 HP, he went and bypassed immunities and killed that Bison. And we continued with the C3 of Visconti Vega, and we killed everybody. You need to understand there's 3 major things, or 2 major important things that you must understand of this game. 1 is damage reduction, 2 is combo meter. Any unit that gives you damage reduction and give you combo meter is an absolutely top tier unit, especially for bossing and especially for going through campaign when you need combo meter to go back and deal damage. Now for PvP, he's absolutely perfect. The good thing about him is he gets all the drives that he wants. Plus, when you get him to plus 30, he needs 6 out of 6 plus 30. If you want to whale and go to territory for PvP for him, that's what you need to go. You need to max this unit, get him to 6 out of 6 plus 30, and then he will be perfect for you. Whales will love him and will have fun with him. Other people that are not whales and just speak about speculation without even testing him at full potential will not have the knowledge, because they will just have their opinion. Any opinion is always welcomed. But whenever you don't test and you have just the theory and theory crafting, that is not reliable. This is why I go and do testing. I ask people to go on their accounts. I know I'm bothering them sometimes. They want to play the game. They don't want somebody to touch their accounts, but they're happy to help me out with that. And we spend a lot of time playing with other people, PvP, single battles, sparring, and stuff like that, which is absolutely perfect. Now, Luke, as free to play, for me as a free to play, would I summon for him and go and dump all my resources? No. He's not that important for me. He's so important for me for his C2, which I can use at 1 copy or 2 copies maybe. That's what I want to understand about him. Now, talking about his summoning, his EX is not a must-have for anybody. Even Wales, if you don't want his EX, but you will gonna get it if you go and summon for him, because as we see, you're gonna get the shards for it if you go to 300. What I'm gonna do is do the 90 summons. Yes, I'm gonna do the 90 summons. I'm a collector. I want to collect his EX move. I know it's a bad decision. I know I should save my tickets because I'm going for Overlord Bison. But the thing is, I want his EX move. It's the most important for me. His EX move, not the character. The character, I have him. Now, before I do the summons, I'm gonna go and show you the testing, how much he does damage, or he amplifies the team damage, or how much he is important. Now, of course, I will say this again, one more time. He is not better than Action Guy. Action Guy is twice or 3 times better than him. Action Guy gives you combo meter, does damage, and damage reduction, which is an absolutely crazy unit for me. And the devs are not stupid. They just dropped him with the timing of the release of TMNT just to give us a unit that is compatible with them. And we figured it out. I actually figured it out. Let me give myself credit for once. I put him on a team with Raphael, with Donatello, and with Leonardo. All of them are not maxed. Leonardo is SS and everybody else as 1 copy or 2 copies or S plus, something like that. And I'm dealing heavy damage and I'm getting on the top leaderboards, which is really perfect. If we're gonna go and check the leaderboards right now, on my, forget my server, on the battle zone, I'm rank 5, which is really good. And actually we're gonna develop this because the points that we're gonna get, and we're gonna go and enhance this thing, which I'll talk about in the next video about the bossing teams. So of course I'm using the TMNT. Look at the damages that they're doing. I'm using Action Guy with them. Why am I doing such damage with them? Because Action Guy will enable them and they survive a lot because of the buffs that they give each other. Now with Luke, how am I playing Luke? So let me show you this. So this is the basic test team that I do with Dhalsim all the time because it's consistent, the same combo meter, except when I play Summer Yang, I get more combo meter for him. So how much damage do you think I would do here? I tested the first run and I got 2.8 billion with this lineup, and I tested with Luke and I got 3.8 billion multiple times, 3.5 to 3.8, and here 2.5 to 2.8. I'm using Wichijuri so I can keep Dhalsim alive more and more. And I'm using, of course, the Virgil EX move to keep him alive so I can deal the maximum damage and test how it's good with them. So let's go and check Dhalsim without Luke this time and how we could do it. So you immediately want to press on Fashion Blanca so you can start, so you can keep the stacks when you get it. So 5 stacks on Dhalsim, then we press the C1, and the C2 from Summer Yang will go and give us armor break if we are lucky. And then we're gonna apply more armor break. And as you see, I wait until the end, and then I go and explode. I didn't get armor break, so no stacks for me here. So my combo meter will be slower. Hopefully we don't lose the stacks on Dhalsim. We will not, actually. We're gonna go with Fashion Blanca and use Dhalsim C1 immediately. Here we go. So Dhalsim kept his Tower Yoga, kept his stacks. Hopefully Summer Yang will give us some combo meter so we can go and continue this video and show you the damages that we did, as you see here, and C3 from Bison. Now after that, what I do is I start with Dhalsim, of course. With his damages, I start with his super, C1 from Fashion Blanca, then C2 from Summer Yang, and I drop an EX while I do that, so I can do the maximum damage reduction, which I will do also when I'm using Luke. Now, Wichijuri on Dhalsim will keep me alive because he will take a lot of damage in the backline, and she will save him from taking damage. Now, as soon as he drops from his leg, I start his combo, C1 with Fashion Blanca and C2 with Summer Yang again, and I use the C3 plus the fire so I can buff the fire damage and the burns and deal as much damage as possible. Now we have one more rotation that I'm gonna do with Dhalsim, and I'm gonna drop the Virgil EX so I can ensure nobody dies on this lineup when I drop Summer Yang. And here we go, Summer Yang, and he died, but it doesn't matter. So 2.6, 2.5, 2.8 is the regular that I'm getting with this lineup. As you see, you can go back a frame and pause the video and check this out. So let's go back, and this time we're gonna try it now with using Luke. Where is you? Where is Luca, my friend? Here's Luke. We're gonna use only his C2, and we're gonna check the damages. Is it the same? We will do the same damage, or are we gonna do more? Of course we're gonna do more. It's damage reduction, and his C2 give us 15 seconds of damage reduction. So we're gonna start with Fashion Blanca as always, and when Dhalsim, here we go, we drop his C2. And again, we're gonna deal as much possible damages that we can. He's Luke, he dropped it, and he debuffed Ibuki. And as you see, Ibuki has 2 debuffs now. One of them is this one, the 15 seconds that we got. And we're gonna wait for Fashion Blanca so we can get combo meter and do the same. Yeah, there's an issue with combo meter because Summer Ibuki is faster than everybody here, which is not that bad actually, but it's okay, we can handle that. So we're gonna stack more and more Yoga Tower on him, and pay attention for Luke C2, it's a little bit fast, it's faster than Summer Yang, so you don't need to miss it. So now we're gonna start with Dawson, just like what we did. And we're gonna use the C1 of Fashion Blanca, the C2 of Luke, and drop the EX move and use the C3 of Dalsim again. It's not the maximum stacks, yet we're gonna do more damages on this lineup. We're gonna repeat it again and start with Dalsim. This is how damage reduction is super important, especially for these scenarios. And here's Luke, and here's Dalsim, and here's the damages that we did. So far, we're gonna exceed the damage. As you see, we're so near, and we're gonna do that other one fast, and we're gonna drop the EX move so we can keep everybody surviving. Here we go, hopefully we can do that, and yes. And as you see, 3.6 billion damage. That's 1 billion more damage just because using the C2 of Luke. So many people will tell you, oh, it's bad, it's not good. I have many people, just because I said in a video that the character is good, they will come and tell you, oh, he was wrong, he's not good. Many people just do that, just what they did with hazing and starting bullying him online. That's fine by me, but don't get confused by misleading people that will tell you stuff like that. Luke is a great character for free to play and for pay to win. Pay to win, if you're competitive, if you want to go to Showdown and have a team that, a unit that's self-sustained, that can't be killed because he's always in damage immunity. You need to max him to plus 30 and get the 6 out of 6. And he can use his C2 only, and with his C2 you can go and bypass his immunities when they drop or use their immunity, and he will double his damage by 100% and deal a lot of damage. That's all what I wanted to talk in this video. And in the next video, I will show you the teams and the tree that I use, and we're gonna do some summons. So I'll see you then.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, we thank you for watching. And as always, stay frosty. Peace.
Time to fly, time to fly.